We're back now in KC. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
And we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They come up with an offset eye. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a big loss of 5 there on second down to bring up third and goal. So the sack means it's third and goal now from the 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And that is incomplete. They were trying to get it into Kelsey that time, and now it's fourth down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Second and 10 now, Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass. But sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And this is going to be incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it brings up fourth down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
He's got Lockett, and he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
On first down, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. And that's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, Baldwin. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Back to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet, but you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Smith going to throw it. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Now Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Lockett. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Wilson to throw. He hits Baldwin right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Fresh set of downs here. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing now is Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And really just a heck of a catch. That's a really good receiver making a nice play.
And against a really good defensive back.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On the ground, it's Michael. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that, but flip it over. Making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.